really, I did the choir thing, so I knew known her from that. So yes, so that's when Nancy was thinking, hey, what's going on? And she called and said, my friend Debbie is fine with you coming out and bringing your cars, because she knew that we were trying to find space for 3 cars. We'd already taken the RV out to Lowe's, I think, the parking lot, but and said, you're fine to stay there.
Can I hear you?
So we go there, and they've got this house on site, which was in.
We have a lot of technical things going on, so bear with us. Thank you so much for coming to our concert tonight. It's a very unique concert. I think I say that frequently, don't I? Yeah, because most of our concerts are unique. You can't see them or hear them anyplace else, except for when we're at Pilgrim Church, right? So, just to remind you that PAS, Performing Arts Society of Reading, had our birthday last July, in other words, last month, and we turned 40 years old. So we have produced monthly concerts for 40 years. Probably we were dark for 4 months at the lockdown, but otherwise, PAS lives and survives. How's that? Because you come to listen. So thank you. Just to remind you that your donations at the door do go to the performers. And the basket remains on the table until you exit the church. So after the program, if you say, oh yeah, I already put in 200, but I'm going to put in 300 more, you're more than welcome to do that. We will not complain. Okay? On the other hand, if you are not a member of Performing Arts Society, maybe you would consider doing that, because the memberships are what keep the organization afloat, to pay for piano tuning, publicity, on and on. So if you are interested in becoming a member, on the back of your program it shows you how to do that. You could do it tonight if you like, or later if you prefer. So we appreciate that as well. So now, in terms of refrain, the topic of refrain. So refrain means don't do it, right? If you refrain from something, you don't do it. Well, a refrain in music, therefore, is the part you'd better not try to sing. Is that really the case? I think these performers we will hear are going to avoid doing what I just said. I think if Michael Silversher composed refrains in any of the pieces, they will indeed perform the refrains. But anyway, I was trying to get by with a very corny joke, and it fell flat, so that's fine too. Our next program, as you can again see on the back of the program, will be Friday the 13th, my favorite lucky day, and we will be here at All Saints again. That's a very heartening concert. Those of you who know Robert Waterbury, he will be presenting 2 of his students, Gwen Rooker and Henry Patterson, and Robert Waterbury will sing also. It likely is his farewell concert, because they will be moving from California to Baltimore, hopefully in the early fall. So please come and listen to that. One of our board members, raise your hand if you know who I mean when I say Bob Henson. Not one of you. Boy, oh boy, we've got to introduce the board members to you, don't we? Bob Henson is on our board. He's our remarkable treasurer who has done so much organization. Why am I bringing him up? Because if tomorrow night you are not busy, you might want to go and hear Bob play solo piano at Taroko. Would you like me to spell Taroko? Okay, I'm serious. T, as in Tom, A-R, so tar, and then Oko, O-K-O. That is an Asian fusion restaurant on Pine Street, just south of Placer. He will be playing jazz standards and ballads, a remarkable pianist. Please enjoy Robert Hansen tomorrow night if you want to hear somebody do a great job on jazz piano. So about tonight's program, which is what we're here for, tonight we are very honored to have two very seasoned performers. And again, I keep referring to the program because I think there's nothing quite so obnoxious as somebody standing up here and telling you what's in the program. So I'm not going to tell you. You can see their bios by yourself. And in case you don't get it yet, but I think you all did, Michael Silversher is the composer of everything you will hear. 2 + 2 = 4. With no more anything, I'm going to get the two of them, and please enjoy the concert.
I'm Michael, and that's Victoria. This first song, I was thinking about my grandfather, who in 1904, at the age of 14, got on a boat by himself to cross from Russia to New York, and thought about that journey and about coming into Ellis Island. So this is called Ellis Island. A long time ago, a man who looked like me left his home and his family, sailed a rusty ship across a raging sea and into Ellis Island. His name was changed from what it used to be, threw off the clothes of the refugee, and made his way into the land of the free, through the gates of Ellis Island. He felt the hunger, ran from the rain. He felt the thunder, he felt the pain. He prayed the prayers that every immigrant prayed, and he paid, and he saved, and he stayed. And I am the life he made. On the day I was born, they closed the doors. Now no one passes through those gates anymore. There's echoes there I can't ignore in the halls of Ellis Island. Here one journey ended and another would start, from the immigrant mind to the American heart, and they've a place to stand on their own feet, and their feet fill the streets, and their feet came alive with a million heartbeats. Out in the harbor lies Ellis Island, gateway to my land, Ellis Island. Thank you. This next song comes out of the thought that that we as a people, as a country, at this moment, have a lot of divisions. But I'm thinking that we can find common ground. We all have very different lives. Fathers, daughters, sons, and wives. Working together we have found that we all share a common ground. Now everyone's unique, that's true. No one does things the way you do. But when I take a look around, I know we share a common ground. We stand united and not divided, with many voices singing out, each whisper growing to a shout. We join together with a purpose found. We have made our common ground. I'm not the only one you see. So many others stand with me. But for myself I'm duty bound to make a place for common ground. We stand united and not divided, with many voices singing out, each whisper growing to a shout. We join together with a purpose found. We have made our common ground. We all have very different lives. Fathers, daughters, sons, and wives. But for myself, I'm duty bound to make a place for common ground. And when I take a look around, I know we share a common ground. Thank you. This next song comes out of the thought that, watching on TV, seeing all these guys coming up Mount Everest, and realizing that everybody has their own mountain to climb. And that's what this song is about. So. In the Himalayas of Nepal, where the mountains are so tall, white with ice in the cold, cold air, people climb them 'cause they're there. But you don't have to go that far. Sometimes the mountain's where you are. You put it off, but there comes a time. All you have left to do is climb, and you can never rest until you climb your Everest. And there's a chance that you will fall. There's a chance that it's worth it all. And you can never stop until you plant your flag on top. In that moment you'll be blessed when you climb your Everest. Sometimes the mountain feels too steep. The rugged rocks haunt you in your sleep, bitter winds chill you to the bone. You feel lost and all alone, but the more that you know the ropes, the less impossible your hopes. And then one morning there you are. You can't believe you've come this far, and you can never rest until you climb your Everest. And there's a chance that you will fall, and there's a chance that it's worth it all, and you can never stop until you plant your flag on top. In that moment you'll be blessed when you climb your Everest. You got to do the best you can until you make your final stand, and you can never rest until you climb your Everest. There's a chance that you will fall, there's a chance that it's worth it all, and you can never stop until you plant your flag on top. In that moment you'll be blessed when you climb your Everest. In that moment you'll be blessed when you climb your Everest. This next song was written about a month after 9/11. I was working at the Jim Henson Company at the time and had a little office on the studio. And it was a pretty sad time, as you might remember. People were not able to really talk to each other about a lot of things. And there was a radio show, and they were talking about the phrase, "God bless America." And somebody said, "Oh, I hate that phrase, it's so jingoistic." Somebody else said, "I don't mind it at all. It's like saying, 'Have a nice day.'" And then this other guy said, "Well, I don't mind saying God bless America, but I don't think we're the only place that needs to be blessed." And as I was driving over Laurel Canyon to my house, the song came full force. By the time I got home, I was able to sit by the side of my bed and think about if I was a little boy praying, and this was my prayer. It's called a simple prayer. Okay. Put it up an octave. God bless America. God bless Afghanistan. God bless Israel, Palestine, Iraq, Iran. God bless the heaviest load, the one that's hard to bear. God bless the roughest road. God bless everywhere. God bless the ones who die and the ones who live. God bless the ones who cry and the ones who give. God bless the ones who dare. And when the day is done, God bless the ones who care. God bless everyone. God bless the grain of sand beside the widest stream. It is the smallest hand that holds the grandest dream. God bless the darkest night and the brightest day. We will be wrong or right. God bless us anyway. God bless our truest friend, and yes, our enemy. God bless the bluest sky above the brightest sea. God bless the evening air and bless the morning sun. Please hear a simple prayer. God bless everyone. Please hear my simple prayer. God bless everyone. Thank you. Now I'm going to move into the part of my show where I make my living. I have made my living since 1981 writing music for Walt Disney Company and the Jim Henson Company. And so here's a few of those songs. I've written all of them, or most of them at least, with my former wife, Patty. And we write lyrics together, but she makes them better, more understandable, because I can be esoteric. Anyways, and this song is from a little show called Word Party, which is on Netflix. It's a co-production with Jim Henson and Netflix, and it involves children learning vocabulary, and this one character, he's a blue elephant named Bailey, and his favorite thing in the world is applesauce. So he relates to everything as something that he really loves. He relates to it as his favorite thing. So this is called Under an Applesauce Sky, because a lot of people on the social media are trying to figure out what the heck is an applesauce sky. So it just happens to be his favorite thing. So this is it. I'm happy to be sitting under a tree, watching the clouds roll by. I look up and see birdies waving at me under an applesauce sky. There's a sweet honey bee that's buzzing at me while butterfly wings flutter by. I twinkle my toes 'cause anything goes under an applesauce sky. I'll wriggle and jiggle and trumpet my trunk, so happy I heave that a sigh. Glad to be where I am while the leaves flying by under an applesauce sky. I'm simply happy to be sitting under a tree, watching the world go by. I look up and see birdies waving at me under an applesauce, under an applesauce, under an applesauce sky. These are short songs too. This is a song that was written when some kids came to our house doing a scavenger hunt, and we were just talking to the kids afterwards. That's when they found what we had that they needed for their hunt. And my wife said to one little girl, "So, what do you wish for?" And this one little girl just said, "I wish I was magic." Sounds like a good title to me. So we wrote this song. And to sing the song is my new wife, relatively new wife, Victoria Graham, who has been gracing the stages in Reading for years and other things. And this is the song.
Dreams. I wish there were forests where wings grow on trees. I'd pick some off, try them on, and roll on the breeze. See the man in the moon, see the planet to Mars, and fill my pockets full of stars. I wish I may, I wish I might be the wish you wish tonight. And if that wish you make comes true, magic shines on you. 'Cause wishes are magic and wishes have wings. The sky's full of wishes when the whole world sings. I wish I may, I wish I might. There's a wish on every star that's bright. The wish I wish tonight for you is that every wish you make comes true.
This next song is from the first sequel to the Aladdin film called Return of Jafar. And the assignment was to write, Jasmine and Aladdin. Jasmine is Aladdin's girlfriend. And they've had a fight, a lover spat, and they're not talking to each other. So the genie gets it into his head to ask Iago, who is the parrot who belonged to Jafar, who has been changed into a friend, to sing a song to get them back together. But what Iago uses is, what is it called? Reverse psychology. So he writes a love song, an anti-love song. So, and the voice of Iago was done by the great comedian Gilbert Godfrey, who's not known for singing. So we have to write a song for this guy, and you want to show him?
So Michael's going to do his version of that voice, and when he sings, I want you to picture this. This is Iago in the Disney film. So he's going to be sort of present. So here we are, and he's going to sit.
And they're going to sing
You're gonna
to
sit.
each other. So.
Okay. So anyway, so here we go.
Forget about that guy. Forget about the way he held you in his eyes. Forget about his charms. Forget about the way he held you in his arms. Walking on air's obnoxious. The thrills, the chills will make you nauseous, and you'll never get enough. Just forget about love. Forget about romance. Forget about the way your heart begins to dance. Then you feel that blush while he's spouting out some sentimental mush. Love really is revolting. It's even worse than when you're molting. Enough of this fluff.
I had almost forgotten the way it felt when he reached out his hand for mine. My heart all aflutter.
Oh, how I shudder.
The first time we kissed.
It won't be missed. Forget about his touch.
I can't forget about
In
his
the scheme
touch.
of things, it doesn't matter much.
It matters so much.
You're better on your own. A meal becomes a banquet when you eat alone.
Love's filled with compromises.
And don't you hate those big surprises?
A cozy rendezvous.
Oh, please.
Candlelight for two.
Ah, jeez.
Look, you're calling my bluff. I can't
Just
forget about love. I can't forget about my heart and how it felt to feel from him right from the start. Whatever he may do, he'll be here for me and I'll be here for him too. To wish, to want, to wonder, to find the sun through rain and thunder, a cozy rendezvous,
oh, please.
candlelight for two.
Ah, jeez. Enough is enough.
I can't
Just
forget about love.
Just forget about love.
I can't
Just
forget about love.
She'll be back later. This song, about 1997, my father died suddenly, and about 2 months after his death, Disney approached Patty and me and said, I know you probably don't feel like doing this, but this might help you. We want to do these two Winnie the Pooh specials, one for Thanksgiving, one for Valentine's. And we threw ourselves into it. And when we got to the last song we were writing, it's for the Valentine's show, we dedicated it to my father. And it was nominated for our, we were nominated 3 times for an Emmy, and it was our 3rd nomination. So, and this song sung by Christopher Robin to Winnie the Pooh. It's called Places in the Heart. There's a place right here, and it's really rather small. But that rather small place holds the grandest thing of all. It knows when understanding can be hard to understand. It knows that words are needed when you take somebody's hand. It knows that you are with me in everything I do. It's that special corner of my heart, the place that I call you. There are places in the heart that always know a friend. In good and glad and sad times, the heart remembers them. There are new friends yet to meet. There's a place for them to start. But old friends always keep their places in the heart. There are places in the heart that always know a friend. In good and glad and sad times, the heart remembers them. There are new friends yet to meet. There's a place for them to start, but old friends always keep their places in the heart. Thank you. This will be the last song for our first half of the show, and this is I've always loved ragtime music, but I can never play it. I don't know how to read music very well, and I've always played everything by ear. And I had a friendship with a master ragtime player, a guy named Max Morath, who had a show early on in the educational television, which I watched religiously. And we became friends, and he was talking to me about Scott Joplin and about the history of ragtime. And I thought the history of this type of music, and actually all of 20th century music, would be a good idea for a show. And this was going to be the title song of the show, which never got done, but I do like the song. And it's called Syncopation. Sorry. Whorehouse music on the upright grand. Don't you play that stuff in here. Open rebellion in the family. Pack up your bags and get clear. Cakewalk music in Missouri rain. All that I want to play. I'm a rambler, a gambler, love the low-life jam, and I ain't complaining if it's raining. The sun's gonna shine someday. Syncopation is grand. Syncopation across the land. Summertime, wintertime, fall and spring. Give it everything that you can. Oh, cakewalk music in Missouri rain. All that I want to play. I'm a rambler, a gambler, love the low-life jam, and I ain't complaining if it's raining. The sun's gonna shine someday. Time will turn the key towards respectability. Whorehouse music in the Hall of Carnegie. Time will turn the key towards respectability. Cakewalk music in the Hall of Carnegie. Time will turn the key towards respectability. Ragtime music in the Hall of Carnegie. Syncopation is grand. Syncopation across the land. Summertime, wintertime, fall and spring. Give it everything that you can. Oh, cakewalk music in Missouri rain. All that I want to play. Again, I love the low-life jam, and I ain't complaining. If it's raining, the sun's gonna shine someday. The sun's gonna shine someday. Thank you. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Intermission. I guess, there we go.
We'll take a break for 10 minutes. The restrooms are through the screen door on either side.
Me too. I can't almost.
Hello again.
Wait. They're still getting people in.
Is it what?
They're still getting people in back
Yeah.
from the bathrooms. So we good? I'm used to that.
This next piece is my most recent piece. I'm working on an opera based on the book The Man Who Planted Trees by Jean Genot. And there's several themes that I have in the opera, of which these are 3 themes. What happened was a friend of mine was doing a concert over St. Valentine's Day about the meaning of love, and they were exploring through music romantic love, love of humanity, spiritual love, and the love of nature. And he asked me if I had anything for the love of nature, and of course I was working on the show, and so this is a love song between a man who plants trees and one of the trees he's planted. Sturdy acorn, hardy seed, soil and water, plant and feed. I will place you.
I am here.
You will grow.
I now begin. Lift
Tall
my
and wide,
branches to
more than
the
I know.
wind,
Standing strong,
and my
windborne
vines
song.
will entwine.
You belong.
You are
right
mine
here,
forever.
right here.
Soil accepts my roots, their dancing graceful shoots. I rise to stretch and stretch from one world to the next. The breeze blows strong, we sing our song.
I'll move along.
I will remember.
I am but a passing breeze, moving through these many trees. I will go and you will stay to brave the world each day. I will marvel at the sight
It is you who planted me.
of your shadow in the light.
I remain your loving tree.
And in time I'll disappear,
we know
but you will
eternity.
still be here.
Our immortality.
Here I stand,
Here I stand.
here I stand,
Here I stand. Here we stand. Here we stand.
Once upon a time, I had a friend who had a St. Patrick's Day party, and he told my then wife Patty that have Michael bring an Irish song or a Celtic song to sing. And she forgot to tell me till we got to the driveway of his house. And she said, oh, by the way, you were supposed to bring a song. Oh, great. So I sat in the driveway in the car and wrote this song. It is kind of a mysterious story about a sailor or a tailor and his wife, Annie Macaulay.
There was a man, a simple sailor, who somehow never found the sea. He stayed a land, became a tailor, and married Annie Macaulay. And every day he cuts out patches in some great lonely tapestry. And every night he checks the latches that hold his love for Annie Macaulay. But in his dreams he climbs the catwalk and feels the salty wind in his face. And in the storm's mouth he sings so softly, amazing grace. The night was cold, the air was winter. He woke and fell on bended knee. What have I done? What have I gone into? If not the cold heart of the sea, or the warm arms of Annie Macaulay.
This next song is from a play I did at the Theater Works in Silicon Valley back in 1974. We were doing Chanticleer by Edmond Rostand, and this was the opening of Act Two, where the animals are praying. And so it was called Morning and Evening Prayer, or Oh, God of Birds.
Oh, God of birds,
Oh, God of birds. Oh, God of birds.
oh God of little birds, oh God of birds, who breathes into our wings to make us light, and painted us the colors of the sky. All thanks for this day for food and drink,
O God of
for hedgerow berries washed of dust with dew, for sky-born waters cupped in cups of stone.
all thanks for sight and tools of living horn.
O God of
Who sees the unseen enemies of man,
and tends the sun-grown gardens of the land, breathe on our eyes the lonely sleep of life. If men would pay us back by casting stones, for filling field and wood with harmony,
if he lime twig or spread his snare,
oh Lord, forgive him. For long ago there was a man who called us brothers. Little birds.
Saint Francis of Assisi,
Pray for us, brother of the dove, pray for us. O tender dreamer of the generous stream, remember us. Amen, amen, amen,
This next song is from another production at Theater Works back in 1980. We did a musical version of Comedy of Errors. And this is takes place one of the ill-fated young fellas who has lost their companions, their sisters and their brothers.
Shakespeare.
So, was it what?
Yeah, this was Shakespeare, so
Shakespeare.
lots of that going on. Yes.
So, and so they find themselves in this mysterious place and not knowing where to go or what to do. It's called Losing Myself.
I'm a stranger, losing myself in this city. This city of wizards and demons and fools. Ah, sir, you commend me to my content, a thing I cannot know. I'm lost. Will I find myself? I find myself adrifting, losing myself in mid-ocean. Emotions caught in a cup of the sea. Where to turn, what to see, who to know, why I yearn to learn what's true, how to go. Brother, I want to know. Mother, I need you so. Caught in the undertow,
This next song is from my own personal history. There was a place up in Los Altos Hills called the Duveneck Ranch, and they would allow all kinds of kids to stay there. They had a hostel there for kids who were from all over the place to come and stay. And there was a little copse of trees and a field with a windmill called Windmill Meadows. And I used to go up there and fly my kite. And this is about flying the kite. I stood upon a hill I love and gazed into the sky above. Upon the wind my kite would sail, with the shirt off my back tied on for a tail, twisting, turning in the breeze around the quaking aspen trees. And I alone beheld the sight, a shirtless boy, a soaring kite. Together laughing we would play, no other thoughts in mind that day, trying hard to touch the sun, flying till the day was done. The kite would catch the air and keep on spinning round. I couldn't fight the urge, I had to leave the ground. And if I had the chance, I'd try to climb upon the wind another time. For years I'd known an inner voice, but didn't know I had the choice of how my thoughts could be of use. They seemed so scattered and obtuse, but I discovered something with my kite. The wind and I controlled its flight. The kite would catch the air, on spinning round. I couldn't fight the urge, I had to leave the ground. And if I had the chance, I'd try to climb upon the wind another time. The sun turned red and said goodbye and burned more coolly in the sky. The kite came down, the breeze was gone. I untied my shirt and put it on. For once I felt completely whole, with a tailwind blowing through my soul. I would catch the wind and keep on spinning round. I couldn't fight the urge, I had to leave the ground. And if I had the chance, I'd try to climb on the wind another time. And if I had the chance, I'd try to climb upon the wind another time. Upon the wind another time. Thank you. This next song that my lovely wife is going to sing is from the very first show I did with Theater Works back in 1970, a show called Popcorn, and it was the finale of the show.
And he was 18 years old.
I was 18
when
years
he wrote
old when
this.
I wrote it. And it's a funny story. Just we have a little bit of time, so I can tell it. The story is that I went into the theater. A friend of mine was working on the show Popcorn, and she decided that she didn't want to work on it anymore. It was too chaotic, and so she said, "I'm quitting." And the director said, "That's too bad, because I really think that you have the makings of writing a nice gospel finale for this show." And I said, "Well, I just wrote a gospel song." He says, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah, I wrote a song. Joan Baez just had a baby. His name is Gabriel, and I wrote a song called Gabriel." She said, "Well, let's hear it." So I played it. He said, "Oh, that's good." A couple of days later, he called up and said, "Can I see you?" So I went in, and he said, "We're looking for a musical director for our show. We have 11 songs. We're thinking that we maybe could use 11 more." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "We need musicians. We need a band." I said, "Oh, I have a band." I volunteered them. And then he says, "That's great. Would you like to do that?" He says, "Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I'll try." He says, "Great. We open in 2 weeks." And we did. And this was the finale of the show. From the first performance to the last performance, we got a standing ovation, which set Theater Works on its way. It was originally called the Palo Alto Youth Theater Workshop, and they changed their name to Theater Works after Popcorn to reflect this new theater company.
And they won a Tony.
So this is Gabriel.
Sing aloud, and you do, and it's just another part of you. I watch you change from day to day, yet the peace that fills your heart is here to stay. Peace is coming, peace is here. When you reach out with your love and draw it near, it will warm you through the night. And by dawn, we will be feeling alright. Shall lead us home. Nomads for no longer we to roam. 12 mighty fortresses by the sea. Walls are crumbling by degrees. To sing aloud, and you do, and the good you bring will all come back to you. Play the music in the halls, and the sound of laughter's tearing down the walls. All right, all night, blessed is the joy that ends the sorrow. At ease, at peace, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. day and tomorrow. Gabriel, lead us home.
Thank you. For our last song tonight, it's the only song I've ever written about writing songs. And it sort of explains itself as we go along. There is a song from long ago, a song you think you used to know. You might have sung it as a kid, yeah, I'm sure you did, along with a video. Once in a while, now and then, the song will find your mind again and whisper softly in your ears, singing real and clear before it disappears. But it never disappears in the music of the spheres. Before there was a single word, before a single note was heard, it traveled through this time and space to this lonely place so it could be heard. It was waiting for a chance to start, flew through an open window in my heart, past the cobwebs of my alibis, into my best disguise. It took me by surprise, and it swept away my fears in the music of the spheres. Now when I do all I have to do, when I think that there is nothing new, the sky breaks open and the mountains sing. Every moment changes everything in the laughter and the tears. Hear the music of the spheres. Now when the final song's been sung, when the final bells are rung, yes, when all the decks are clear, I'll be leaving here for a new frontier. And although I may be far away, a song from long ago will start to play and whisper softly in your ears, singing through the years before it disappears. But it never disappears in the music of the spheres. You may hear it everywhere, and you will know that I am there. Thank you very much.
Michael. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ta-da.
So these lovely people would love to meet with you if you are interested. Outside the narthex screen, the beautiful wooden screen, because PAS will be breaking down the set here. So please, if you would like to speak with them, meet them out there. Thank you so much. Take another bow. Really.